Hi, I want to thank everyone for attending this seminar today. What we're going to be discussing is back to school marketing. And I know you had a lot of choices of which seminar you could attend from all the other speakers today, so I just really want to thank you for attending this seminar. Now, this is the most important marketing campaign of the year. Our goal for this seminar is to give you the information so that you can go back to your martial arts school and you can enroll more new students, but specifically more kids into your martial arts school. I want to give you my contact information, so if anybody attending today has any questions from any of the information, you can contact me. Again, my name is Keith Scott, and I'm with Marshall Business Solutions. Now, you can visit our website. The website is marshallbusinesssolutions.com. And if you want to email me personally, my personal email address is kscott@marshallbusinesssolutions.com. So again, if you have any questions, contact me after the seminar. Now, everyone that's attending, we have seminar notes. So we're passing around a sign-in sheet right now. So all you need to do is just put your full name, your first and last name, and your email address on the sign-in sheet. And what we're going to do is we're going to send you seminar notes, and you're also going to get some of the MBS back to school artwork. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to email you a link, and if you follow that link, you can download the files. All of the artwork is created in Adobe Acrobat, and it's also published in Microsoft Publisher. So what you can do is you can download those, and you can actually edit the text on the ads and put your school's information there. You can put in your school's name, your phone number, and even an offer specific to your school. Now, first I want to discuss the concept of seasonal business marketing. Because what happens is we are in a seasonal business. A seasonal business is defined as a business that has most of their sales in 2 times of the year, 2 seasons. Now, there's 2 different business models. One is a kids model, and the other one is an adult school model. The kids model, you're going to enroll most of your students at the back to school time. Of course, you're going to enroll people throughout the year, but the majority of your signups for if you have a kids heavy martial arts school should be during the back to school time. Now, if you have an adult model for your martial arts school, then a lot of your enrollment should come around New Year's, with everybody trying to get in shape and set New Year's resolutions. Of course, again, you're going to enroll adults throughout the year, but these are some of the more heavy times of the year for these enrollments when you're based off of a seasonal business for your martial arts school. Now, most of our sales are done during these 2 times of the year. You have to accept that you're in a seasonal business. If you don't accept that you're in a seasonal business, you're probably going to spread your marketing efforts and your marketing budget throughout the year, but instead we need to concentrate our marketing efforts and marketing budget during these specific times of the year so that you get the most bang for the buck, so to speak. Now, the best example of a seasonal business is the retail industry. The retail industry, their sales increase at least 15% during the months of November and December. At the same time, their business is going to decrease about 30% during the month of January. So if they have their marketing budget and campaign off by 1 month, it could just really have havoc on their business throughout the rest of the year. Now, Circuit City was in business for over 60 years. In the United States, they had over 500 stores, and they had over 34,000 workers or employees. They called them associates. In Canada, Circuit City had another 765 stores and another 3,000 employees. Why did Circuit City go bankrupt? The reason is they had a couple of back-to-back bad seasons. Of course, they did most of their business during the holiday season, the Christmas season, but for 2 to 3 years in a row, they just had a bad season, and that put a company that was in business for over 60 years out of business forever in the United States. Now, the candy industry is another great example of seasonal business. Their sales increase 50% during their seasons. They have 4 seasons per year. You can probably guess what they are. They have Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and even Valentine's Day. These are their 4 big seasons, and again, they increased their sales by 50% during these 4 seasons. Now, there's 5 steps to seasonal marketing. And again, this applies directly to our martial arts school so that you can maximize your back-to-school marketing. The first thing that we want to do is you need to plan ahead. Second, we want to start marketing early. You have to start way before the actual season. Our goal is to expand the length of the season. So if the back-to-school marketing season is normally 4 weeks long, we want to expand it to a 2-month long season. We want to spend a considerable amount of our marketing budget on our back-to-school marketing campaign. So you have 12 months throughout the year. Again, we don't want to divide our marketing budget up evenly among those 12 months. Instead, you have to take that marketing budget and put several months of your marketing budget all into your back-to-school marketing campaign. And then we have to implement a cohesive marketing campaign. So the marketing campaign can't just be something where you just go, oh, I'm going to advertise in this or I'm going to do this. Instead, you have to plan it out and have all 20 of the steps that we're going to discuss today for back-to-school marketing. You have to have all 20 steps linked together so it's completely effective. Now, we're going to discuss quickly marketing versus advertising, and then we're going to jump into our 20 keys to back-to-school marketing. Advertising is just one part of an overall marketing campaign. But most martial arts schools, what they do is instead of doing marketing, they run individual ads that aren't tied together in a well thought out long-term strategy. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that our ads don't change too often. A lot of the people out there in the industry have martial arts schools brainwashed into thinking that we need to change our advertisements every single month. Instead, if you have an overall marketing campaign, what's going to happen is these ads don't need to change that often. They need to stay the same throughout the whole marketing campaign. So what we want to do is create a specific marketing campaign for the season. And again, this is our back-to-school marketing campaign. What we want to do is use that one ad for everything. So your paid ads, your school ads, everything has the same ad on it. Now, we have to remember the rule of 7 when we're doing our marketing campaign. What needs to happen is people have to see your advertisement at least 7 times before they are going to respond. So brand awareness for your name and your logo and your company and the ad itself is not going to come until they've seen it 7 times. They also have to see the offer 7 times so that they're going to remember the offer. And they have to see your ad 7 times before they're going to respond to it. Of course, some people are going to see your ad 1 time. They're going to come in immediately. But the masses are going to have to see it over and over and over. And if you change your advertisement too often, then they'll never get a chance to see that one ad 7 times. Now, there's something as part of the rule of 7 called 7 times 3. And what that is you want people to see that one ad 7 times in a 3-day period. That's the type of frequency that you need to have to get that immediate call to action. If they see the ad 7 times over a year period, it's just not going to have the same impact as if they have this blitz marketing campaign where they see your ad 7 times in 3 days. So again, that's called the 7 times 3 rule. Now we're going to jump into our 20 keys to back-to-school marketing. Everything that we've discussed so far is to get you ready in the thought process to do your marketing campaign. Now what we're going to do is we're going to discuss 20 specific marketing steps that you can do for back-to-school marketing. This seminar is designed to be an overview of all of these topics. I'm going to go into as much detail as I can in the 2 hours that we have allotted at the seminar today. Now, number 1 is a theme. Our theme this year for back-to-school marketing is called the ABCs of Life. Now, here's the artwork that we have for all of the Martial Business Solutions members. So if you're one of our MBS EPAC members, this artwork is included with your monthly membership. Or if you're one of our coaching members, if you're one of the MBS One members, you have this artwork as well. Again, this is called the ABCs of Life. Now again, we discussed this before. You want to use one ad and only one ad for the entire season. And this is the ad that you want to use, is the ABCs of Life ad. This ad has 5 different sets to it. This is going to allow you to actually go and do a series of school talks. So you have 5 different ones when you approach the school. So you don't just do one and done. You can go back to the school month after month after month throughout the year with this one ABCs of Life campaign. So the first one is confidence. Our second theme is focus. Next is initiative. Then we have respect. And the last one is self-discipline. The key thing that I want to point out to everyone is that we have 5 different words that you can do a school talk on, but they all have the same artwork. So it's the same ad, but you can choose which wording you want on the ad. But if you go back to the school over and over throughout the school year, you're still branding that one image and that one set of artwork, so it still is tied into that cohesive marketing campaign. Now, next is our pre-marketing. Now, our theme is going to carry throughout all of the marketing that we're going to discuss for all the 20 steps. So for the pre-marketing, we're going to use the exact same artwork. Remember, we have to use that artwork for all of our marketing for the season. So for our pre-marketing, what we're going to do is we're going to start marketing early. We need to start marketing at least 4 weeks before school starts in your area so that we're out ahead. So if school starts in your area August the 15th, you should start marketing July the 15th. Now, we want to expand the season. So if you would normally start marketing 2 weeks before school starts, again, we want to go at least 4 weeks before school starts so that we'll have a longer season for our back-to-school marketing campaign. And again, we're going to start it at least 4 weeks before school starts. So this is step number 2, key number 2. This is our pre-marketing for back to school. Even if people aren't ready to purchase 4 weeks before school starts, that's okay. You want to go ahead and prime the pump so that you get them thinking about back to school before they actually are ready to buy, and so that if they do become ready to buy, you're going to be the first martial arts school that's going to be on the top of their mind. Now we're going to discuss step number 3. This is our paid advertisements. So for our paid advertisements, again, we're going to be using the same artwork. This is called the ABCs of Life. I have a couple of paid ads that I really like to use. Some people do newspaper, TV, radio. A lot of times those things just end up being a waste of money. They're overpriced and you're just not going to get the cost per call or cost per lead that you want. So these are some of my favorites. They're very cost effective. The first one is Valpak. Valpak is a nationwide program in the United States. It's the coupon envelopes. So you get the envelope and it has a series of coupons in it. Once I started using Valpak in my schools, I used them every single mailing for about 5 or 6 years straight. I never missed a mailing after I started. The next one that I really like is the coupon magazines. So there's just the magazines that get mailed to you, or sometimes they're in the stands in local businesses and you flip through and they have a lot of different ads in them. Then there's sometimes there's kids-specific magazines in your area. These are great if you have a kids magazine in your area. Or on the flip side, you can have a parenting magazine. So if there's a parenting magazine, again, these are some of my top 4 for your paid advertisements. Now, we're going to move on to number 4 in our 20 keys to back-to-school marketing. Now, so far, all of the artwork has been tied together, and number 4 is bookmarks. And again, we have the same consistent artwork as you can see. The bookmark is tied in to the ABCs of Life. The bookmark is 2-sided. So on one, it talks about, it says, as you can see, become a black belt in life. And then on the back of the bookmark, this is where we have the 5 different themes I was discussing earlier. So the bookmark for this example has 5 steps to confidence in life, and then it lists out the 5 steps. What's great about having these